Hello epic human beings, welcome. Today I'm just gonna chat some shit super quick, and if you wanna tune in, that's cool. Just in general about psychedelics, and fuck it, I thought let's make a video. I've been realizing some stuff recently, got some ideas and some random stuff I wanna talk about, so let's do that. But first let me show you around, mate. This is where I always come to listen to music and smoke marijuana on my ones. And tell you what, I'll talk about this first because this is a good you know how it's like people recreationally smoke marijuana, so it's like a nice thing that you treat yourself to, and obviously it makes you feel good. But yeah, I've had some good vibes here. But what I was saying is like, right, so I came here the other day, yeah. I just listened to music, yeah, and I was very tuned into the beauty of everything here. I was walking around and it's just, I had an eye for the beauty. And beauty is such a strange thing, but it is definitely real. But regardless, I come here, I fucking walked in the pond a little bit. I rolled a zoo, I listened to some music, and I vibed for like an hour. But I was very just tuned into the present moment, and it was just a nice feeling. Because did you know that you can just tune into peace for the most part? Like if you breathe quite deeply for a minute, there seems to be like a frequency you can tune into that just, and it just makes you feel good. And a lot of it is about gratitude. Like every breath of fresh air is just so nice, man, because it can get taken away from you. So counting your blessings is really a core thing that most people should probably implement, because I found it to be very foundational for me to stay afloat, especially with mental health tendencies. It's just count your blessings and realize that everything is actually, for the most part, okay. And it has been, right, this is what Alan Watts has been saying. I've been listening to a lot of Alan Watts, and I'll leave you a link in the description to an important video of his that I recommend. Is you go look at Alan Watts about awakening and spirituality. And today I've had one of my true first awakenings, to be honest. And I've taken 4.5 of psilocybin today also. I didn't mention, I don't think. But anyway, so first of all, if you count your blessings, that's great. So you know, oh, I got my clothes, I got some money in my bag, there's shops and shit around. That's pretty sound for the most part. I got weed, that I like weed, so you know that makes me quite happy. But other than that, you know, it's just alright, man. And basically, for the most part, the vast majority of your problems are just fabricated in your mind. And this is something very deep that I've been realizing. But the reason why it's worth sharing right now is because the present moment, if you feel like you're looking for something in your life and you're out there and you don't know and you're hitting your head on this, oh, where do I go? You know, I'm so lost, I'm depressed, or maybe not, but in general, you're looking for, I tell you, this present moment right now is it. But it is enough. And it's actually like, if you can tune into that. But we have a tendency to run from the present moment, I think, a lot these days. I've definitely seen this behavior in myself. Little Darky says, should be thinking about the ways the trees are looking, or the smell of pizza cooking, or the sound the breeze is working into me. Instead I'm hurting, avoiding the moment I pull the curtain. It's like, it's actually hard to face the present moment. We like to distract ourselves with relationships, and we like to keep ourselves busy. We don't like it when we're alone and there's no one about, and it's just you alone, and you know, it's not great. We don't like it, but it is great actually. And to face the void is what you're looking for. And I don't know, it depends if you run away from it like I do. But anyway, let me get to this. So look, I've had a very difficult, a long time, to be honest, because I've been dealing with some like depression stuff, right? But a lot of it is because of right, so I've been dealing with depression, right? But a big source of the depression was my financial situation. That I've basically created the financial situation problem through self-sabotage and bad decisions, but we're not going to get into that right now. But overall, I was stressing, right, about this because I didn't think I was going to be able to fulfill my promises and pay people back that I care about, and, you know, pay respect, pay the money that I owe, because I was essentially in debt, right? And I was worrying for many weeks because I saw this problem I created, and I was thinking, oh fuck, it's the end game, man. People are going to start asking for their money. I haven't got it. And I was like, it became quite a decent source of suffering and depression for me for a long time. And then I had a sudden revelation when I realised that I'm not poor anymore because things turned out okay. And within that, I realised that all of my suffering was just an absolute fabrication and nothing had happened. And this is what I'm saying with the present moment, is if you can tune into the present moment, number one, it's completely fulfilling enough just to be present. In many ways, you can be grateful to such an extent that you just feel so fucking happy. And but yeah, that's one example. And another example is sometimes when I'm leaving for work in the morning, I'm quite a disorganized person these days. Sometimes I like get up late, I'm running around, oh fuck, I haven't made my lunch, I'm trying to get out the door, now I'm late and shit, and I'm like stressing myself out trying to get out the door because I always leave everything for the last minute. And then when I finally get to work after fucking pulling my hair out trying to get out the door, everything's fine. Like, I'm on time, nothing's even happened. I was just stressing over a potential thing for the most part. Do you know what I mean? But look, basically the overall thing that I'm trying to say in this video is that everything's actually okay. And it's been okay the whole time. And I say this a lot because I see a lot of people suffering mentally in various different ways. And I've definitely had that a lot. But it's all just a lot of bullshit, a lot of it. And for the most part, everything's good. And this is what I'm saying about coming here smoking a zoot recreationally. Earlier today, I went up to some trees on some hill. It's quite a nice place, quite aesthetic, with some cool crafts and arts and cool weird structures and shit up there. Anyway, it's a vibe. I went up there, listened to some music for an hour. I fucking went barefoot, and there was loads of trees like all along the ground, like bare wiggly, and I was just like balancing along them, listening to tunes, and like walking on the fresh grass barefoot. It's nice, and what I'm saying is, if you can tune into the present moment, these experiences are quite rejuvenating, and what I'm saying is, you don't need, like, what are you really looking for? And you can be fulfilled for the most part with, it's basically what I'm saying is, I've realised, and this is what Alan Watts was saying, yeah, I think I was trying to say at the beginning, is you take everything so seriously, and you're worrying, yeah, all this time, only to realise that you never had anything to worry about in the first place. And everything's actually sound as fuck. Like, you may go into this human existence and you may catch a fucking ghastly disease, and you may go through physical suffering, and it be awful to that extent, in that sense. Sure, there's good and bad, sure. But the fact that it's basically, I'm running out of storage, but it's the Joker. To see someone from it's the green room, right? If you see your life as a monitor, there's something behind it. And when you see other people taking their life way too seriously, you can't help but to laugh at it almost. And essentially, it's not that serious. And to really contemplate how it's not that serious, and it's never been that serious, and how everything's overall okay, and we can agree on that, it's powerful. And I hope you understand what I'm saying. I'm running out of storage anyway. More videos to come. I love you guys. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful life.